What is up, guys? Fatal82 coming at you with a Rust update video. Minor changes to farming have been put into place into Rust. Specifically, plants will be staying around for a bit longer in terms of their growth cycles, so before they start a new season or die, you'll have a better chance to harvest them. Domesticated hemp will now yield 20 cloth per mature plant, and they can be harvested when they're smaller for a reduced amount of cloth. You're going to notice some changes this week in Rust with deployable items in terms of decay. So if you're placing bear traps, barricades, or any type of item in bushes around your bases, whether they be sleeping bags or wooden spikes, be aware they will be around for a limited amount of time. If items are placed inside the bases in terms of deployable items like sleeping bags, they will not necessarily be around for a limited time, and they will reset as the doors to the bases are open. So those deployable items inside will reset, whether they're traps or sleeping bags, but outside in the wild they won't stick around for too long, and the timer on the sleeping bags does not reset when you spawn into it, so they're pretty much just going to be quick spawn points at this point in time until they despawn. What this is really going to pay off for, though, is players in terms of taking over bases that are abandoned. The tool cabinets, if the bases aren't refreshed and the doors to those tool cabinets aren't refreshed specifically, they will decay even before the building itself is decayed. Because they're wood structures, they will rot and decay quicker, and that only makes sense. You guys will notice some changes to the third-person animations this week in Rust. They've been tuned up a bit more, specifically with regard to holding weapons like the AK and moving with them. They're not quite where they're supposed to be in terms of what the dev blog said, but they're certainly getting there, and it always looks good when they focus on those character models in terms of the way that they move. In terms of interacting with character models, you may soon be able to throw items in a different way, and it will be able to be aimed. So instead of hitting that mouse button, the right mouse button, and having the item immediately be thrown, it's going to now be a case where it will hold the item until you can aim it. Let me know, guys, what you think about this. They want some feedback on it, because if they implement it, it will require some coding in terms of animations and other things as well. My personal opinion is if a lot of resources are going to be devoted to that, I'd rather see them put on something else. We saw in the dev blog some changes to the female character models that are on their way in terms of facial variations, an eyeball which may be soon added in with eye color coming in the future, fixes to the hollow sight, and a harbor. Peace.